Hi, Greg Fletcher Harris here again, and in my last blog we spoke with Vice President of Mitel Asia Pacific, Gwilym Funnell, about the increasing conversations that we're all having in business about this thing called the cloud. Very interestingly, I was at another presentation just recently and heard a really interesting statistic. The use of a desktop computer, how much is it used a percentage of the day? 50%, 75%, 25%. Alarmingly, statistics show a desktop computer is used 6% of the time. So sure, there's weekends taken into consideration there and night times, etc. But physically touching the keyboard 6% of the time. So if 6% of our desktops are being used, how does that link back to the server infrastructure and all of our storage and so on? Are we really using that hardware enough to justify the expense? The other interesting statistic that I heard was for every server in your comms room running your applications like Microsoft Exchange or MYOB, etc., for every server, dollar for dollar, it's twice as expensive to actually keep that server in power, cooling, infrastructure, house it in the environment. So take those two things and link it back to the cloud. If our PCs are only being used 6% of the time, and it's twice as much as it costs to buy the server to run it each year, why would we be doing that? Why wouldn't we be considering moving our infrastructure and our computing services into the cloud? I know here at Data Mobility Voice, we're relocating in April next year, and in my budget at board level is absolutely looking at what services can I take that we're currently hosting on our own PCs and on our own servers here in the business, financial packages, MYOB, CRM, Microsoft Exchange. Why can't that sit in the cloud? It's going to make sense. I won't have to do a complete network refresh and buy a whole lot of new servers and a comms room and rack in a new building. Maybe it's time for us to move our services into the cloud. I want to talk more about this, but just consider those facts. How much are you really using your infrastructure? And if you're planning in next year's financial budget, as it comes up to June 30 now, if you're planning a major server refresh or hardware infrastructure refresh, consider the cloud, because it's all about productivity and efficiency. See you next time.